Welcome to another episode of Naija Football Talk. My name is Chima, and today is a very special day for us at the studio. We have a very special guest to do justice to all of the talking points from the past game week. It has really been a slow week anyway. A lot of games were postponed, but it doesn't stop all of us from enjoying the beautiful game that is football. And when we come back, we'll be meeting our guests and we'll be doing justice to all of the talking points from the past game week. Stay with us.
Looking for the best websites for your next game day stake? Topbets.com.ng has the juice on all of Nigeria's best gaming websites from Nigeria's biggest gaming companies. Compare the odds and markets and make the best choice for you before you make your next stake. Check out game day reviews, previews, top tips, and predictions to help you make the best choice.
Welcome back to the show. My name is Chima, and like I said, we have a special guest with us on set today, none other than Utd Trey himself. Bad guy, how far now?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up?
Man, we're good. It's good to have you back here again.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully, you do not bring that brand of shamelessness that we know you for. All right, I also have my usual collaborator with me, Bolu. Mr. Brown here, how far?
I'm doing good, man. Nice
Sure, you are doing good. But I don't know if your weekend was really good because, you guys just,
Is it because you finally won?
Yes, we finally won a game, man.
In a month or something.
I'm so happy I could cry.
I beg rest.
I'm so happy I could cry. And at the same time, Chelsea capitulated. So it's just thank you, Trey.
The difference is we're still fighting for something like the title. You are not even rivals with Rayo Vallecano anymore. Rayo Vallecano are top.
They are in top four, but
they are fourth in La Liga. Barca cannot even compete.
At the end of the season, we're going to see who laughs best and who laughs last.
Yeah, top four battle now. Top four battle.
Yeah, so we are now in the top four.
At least you are not even in the top four battle. No. Okay, if your club is in the top four, if your club is in the top four race on this set, raise your hand.
My club is in the top four race.
Why the top four if we win our games in hand? And
come on.
That's if. Nah, we don't do if. Say this is the Premier League. There's no if. There's no giving.
All right, no problem. Thank you so much once again for joining us. Special thanks to our sponsors, topbets.com.ng, for helping us keep this show on the air, and thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you so much for your views, your likes, your comments, and even your ratios in our comment section. We really appreciate it. All right, we're going to start off with some Premier League talk. It was a slow week because of the COVID-19 outbreak in England and in some other leagues, although other leagues were able to manage it properly, but England still has some issues. Let's start off with that talking point first. So Bolu, why do you think England of all countries is having issues with this COVID issue, seeing that they're one of the first clubs to actually shut down the league last season?
Yeah. It's an unfortunate situation, and if you look at the statistics, there was a statistic over the weekend that England is the only top 5 league in Europe that is less than 90% vaccination. In Italy, they're 100%, I think 99% of thereabouts. Spain, same thing as well. And it's only England has like 61% vaccination. And you wonder, why can't these players protect themselves, the clubs and the staff, This is the most watched league in the world. It's the best league in the world. Everyone wants to watch the Premier League. The Premier League is the only league that is on during the festive period, and now they're the ones that are affected the most. It's sad to see, but I hope they come to a conclusion and make decisions that can just help us and games go on.
Yeah, man. And Trey, there's a rumor that or not really a rumor anyway, the Premier League clubs are clamoring for the festive games to be cancelled. Do you think it's probably going to help mitigate the spread, or do you think it's just a run-of-the-mill thing? Do you think it's not going to do anything?
With the current climate of things that are happening in the league, with the players getting COVID and getting tested positive, and especially as a United fan,
you've been the most affected, basically.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen us play. Like the Kings of England haven't been.
Stop pretending. They gave you guys extra 2 weeks preseason to train. Stop pretending.
We've not had extra time. Like it's Chelsea that I'm enjoying seeing Chelsea lose. Yeah, but there needs to be like.
Let's not even go to conspiracies today, because that's just glaring. You guys have had 2 weeks to rest, and Chelsea have not had, despite so many injuries. Let's not even go there today.
with the injuries is just an excuse. You can simply Jadon Sancho ended Chelsea. That is it. No need to come up with the injuries.
With a draw, you all are so shameless. The so-called kings of England.
You need the penalty to draw against us in your own home stadium. That is a shame. No shame.
All right. So, what do you think about it? Do you think the COVID-19 the break is a necessary thing or not?
Yeah, at this point, although we all enjoy like the festive games, like the games Boxing Day, New Year's, all those like run of games, like it always gives us that thrill and enjoyment factor. So it's going to be a big missing like Premier League football for that long. But if that's what's needed in the current like situation, like to stop the spread, but I don't see how much like bearing that's going to have overall to stop like the spread of COVID overall.
It's a worldwide
the spread
pandemic.
in the players and it's to avoid it spreading around. Like players get tested positive like pretty much every week now. So maybe there needs to be like a shutdown again. Maybe we resume like behind closed doors if that's what's needed.
Behind closed doors football. I don't think any one of us enjoyed it last season. We don't want to go back. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. Anyway, but that's what it looks like is going to happen. But we're hoping that the Premier League can find a quick solution so that we don't have to see our players, our favorite teams play behind closed doors. All right, let's start off with Manchester United. I know you guys have been out of action for like 2 weeks, but Ragnarok, everybody had Tuchel's dad.
Bielsa 2.0.
So everybody has their own opinions of the German. So far, so good. What do you think of the manager?
The king of the Keke pressing, Tuchel's dad, Klopp's dad, the man that's going to take us from the shackles and take United back to the promise.
See the way he's waxing lyrical like a prophet.
He's the one that's going to lead us back to the Champions League glory, the Premier League glory. Ronaldo Ballon d'Or, like we're taking.
Mark my words, Bielsa 2.0. It's just going to, the way Leeds have been here. They look like
he said Ronaldo Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, we're not Ballon d'Or. We're cheated this year, but we're going for it next year. We want to win everything. Although you guys have written United, but our season started when Ragnar took over. So we're the only Premier League club currently unbeaten in the Premier League.
Interesting, because you've not played in the past 2 games anyway.
Like I'm the only one here who's unbeaten in December.
Nice one. So basically, you are giving a glowing approval of his season.
I'm very optimistic. Although the first 45 minutes against Crystal Palace was like very nice. I enjoyed the pressing, high flowing football, like good chances created. But apart from that, like the second half against Palace and the Young Boys game especially, I think that was just like a friendly game. And the one against Norwich was like the performance was not really there, but I believe in Rangnick and I believe in the philosophy he's trying to implement in the players. So I think eventually we'll get to that level and we'll start competing with like City, Liverpool and PSG and Madrid overall. With the players we have, we just need like maybe that holding team maybe to give us an extra push in January, and I'm seeing reports that we're going to get that in January. So I'm optimistic that when we do get that, we can push for those like FA Cup. The league is right off at the moment. Like
basically to try to be like Chelsea. That's what he's trying to say.
All right, let's look at one of your
hold on. Quick question, Trey. How does it feel to know that Burna Boy and Wizkid have more Ballon d'Ors than Ronaldo?
Moving swiftly on. One of your favorite players in Manchester United is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, yeah? And under Rangnick so far, he has not really had, his time to shine, if I may put it that way. So do you think it's the end for him at Old Trafford?
Well, Wan-Bissaka is one player that is always getting hits. Although I know 100% of the time he's not like the best player for us, but the heat is not justified. I know he has areas in his game he can improve, but Wan-Bissaka is about I think 23 or 24 years old, and he was signed for obviously 50 million pounds. That shows how good he is. He's signed for 50 million pounds.
He's English, bro. He's English. I think it's just because he's English.
It costs more than Timo Werner.
Because he's English.
Timo Werner is rubbish. Everybody knows that.
But he's still a very good striker, and that doesn't make Wan-Bissaka more valuable than he is.
Yeah, I understand your point, but Wan-Bissaka is one of the most underrated players in the league in my opinion. Like he has his qualities, like he's made players like Sterling, Neymar, Mbappe, like everyone guy in the world is afraid, like they fear the prospect of facing Wan-Bissaka. Although Wan-Bissaka, he can improve his offensive game, like we know he gets into good position, but he lacks that killer pass in the final third, and his finishing and all that is below par compared to players like
he just does having a he doesn't have a good football brain.
Under Rangnick, I feel although early days we've seen him like prefer Dalot over him. I feel Wan-Bissaka is one player that is going to be at United for the long haul and is going to ultimately improve and be one of the best one day.
Interesting.
Just the time and the support.
Well, let's just see how Rangnick manages Wan-Bissaka. I mean, there was an episode where Bolu mentioned it that he would really like to see what becomes of Wan-Bissaka under a proper manager? And Ole was not a proper manager. No offense.
No offense.
you were really championing.
I cannot agree on that one.
You were championing Ole out, so there's no need to mention that. So Rangnick now seems to be the proper manager, and let's just see where Aaron Wan-Bissaka ends up at Manchester United. Who knows? Maybe we finally get that call up that you're always clamoring for.
We don't want England anymore. England can eat their call up. England not good enough
for next month.
They don't deserve my boy. They can keep settling for.
He should come back home to Africa now, playing in AFCON.
Where is appreciated. They can settle for Rich James and continue their mediocre.
Alright, when we come back from this short break, we'll be going straight into Chelsea. Stay with us.
Looking for the best websites for your next game day stake? Topbets.com.ng has the juice on all of Nigeria's best gaming websites from Nigeria's biggest gaming companies. Compare the odds and markets and make the best choice for you before you make your next stake. Check out game day reviews, previews, top tips, and predictions to help you make the best choice.
Welcome back to the show. Special thanks to our sponsors once again, topbets.com.ng, for helping us keep this on the air, and thank you so much for staying with us up to this point in time. As you already know, we have Trey with us in the building, and he has been showing some of that, United optimism. I don't want to call it shamelessness, but he's a very optimistic United fan, and who knows, maybe his optimism can spread to other fans, and United can have a good season. Bolu, do you think so?
Average. That's an average.
I support the Kings of England, so I'll be right to be cocky.
All right, so let's move on straight into Chelsea. We're looking at the season so far. Seeing that the season is the year is almost up and games are fast rounding off. So let us see. Let's look at your club so far. It's been up and down for Chelsea this season. Started off very strongly. Top of the table for quite a while. 1 or 2 injuries, and then the whole team crashed.
Not 1 or 2, 4 or 5 injuries.
Interesting. And then it's looking like Liverpool all over again. I don't know. Is it that Rangnick's son cannot live up to his dad's legacy, or what?
Now it's let's be very fair. Now it's been a unfortunate injuries, COVID infections.
It is Sancho.
Sancho is just a young boy that plays for Manchester United. Nobody cares about him. It's just the unfortunate COVID incidences, the injuries. It's been very, very unfortunate, and I'm still despite all the injuries, we still have that same pattern of play, the very confident style of play, the very brave style of play, and I'm very sure that when we have all our players back, we'll be fit and we'll be firing again, because in the Wolves game I saw just Kante and Kovacic were back, and I saw the level of play that we had in the second half. It just gives I'm sure every Chelsea fan out there knows that when all our stars are back, we'll be firing.
There's another thing that has been a recurring question, a recurring theme, even on our show, Naija Football Talk. Tuchel's system seems not to favor attackers. Your defenders are your team's highest goal scorers. It means that at this point in time, if Rudiger has an injury or Rich James has an injury, see what happened when Ben Chilwell just went on like 2 weeks injury. You people cannot create or score anything again. Rich James got a red card, and it was almost like you people could not do anything. Why exactly is Tuchel's system not favoring attackers? Because we are going into the new year where things are going to be very hot. So, and you need your strikers firing. What exactly is the problem?
It's a very difficult question to pinpoint exactly why. But I think for me personally, it has to do with the attacking lineup. We don't have a particular strongest attacking lineup that, okay, this is our best attacking lineup when everybody's fit. Liverpool, they have their front three: Mane, Salah, Firmino.
None of them were signed for 90-something million.
That doesn't matter. It's that situation where we don't have our strongest attacking lineup, and we're still not found out. There are 7 attackers for 3 positions, and that's the issue, trying to get everybody together to know that, okay, this is the strongest one, and then depending on our opponents game by game, we cannot bring in.
I think Manchester United has a similar issue. Like, they have Ronaldo, Sancho, all of them.
Rashford, Martial.
But yet their strikers are doing very well. So
you can't compare our attacking lineup
with Chelsea's lineup.
That's an insult to Kings of England.
No, actually, I'll give you that. You have the attack is the only thing that Man U have better than Chelsea.
Lukaku, Pulisic, all flops. So you can't compare them to our star boys. No,
they all have Champions League medals. I'm not complaining.
So what do you think it's something that Do you think there's a tweak, or there is the three at the back formation is not just working for Chelsea? Do you think maybe Tuchel should try a 4-5-1 or a 4-4-2 or something that is more attack focused for the attackers to begin firing again?
Yeah. When Tuchel came into the job, I think no Chelsea fan expected him to play with a back three, and he has done that because of the experienced players we have, the quality of players we have right now. Thiago Silva is 37 years old. You can't put him in a back one every game and expect him to be at his best. Aspilicueta, I wanted to integrate Aspilicueta being the captain and his best in a back three. So things like that, those are the little details that have made us stick with a back three so far. And in midfielders, we also have, their best. For someone like Jorginho, it protects his strengths. It helps him to play at his best and cover his weaknesses. So that's the issue right now. We the players we have in a defensive aspect, their strength is in a back three, and for us to really win anything, we have to be strong at the back. So I think with time, if maybe another year when Tuchel has had 2 more transfer windows to really bring in the players he wants, I think we will not be able to switch to a back
Chelsea
four.
and transfer window.
No, it's a new manager. You have to give a new manager what he wants. Especially someone who has won the Champions League. You have to give him the trust and help him to build the team
You
he
send
wants.
100 million striker. What more do you want?
Bro.
No, we're not talking about striking ranks. I'm talking about the back four.
Back four, you've spent 50 million on Chilwell. You've spent millions over the years. What do you want?
Come
Well,
on,
we still need to.
Chelsea is
solidify
Chelsea is
that
a
core.
club that only just wants to go into the transfer.
No, we know that
We
we know that Thiago Silva will not be there. Will not be here for the rest of to the end of the world. We know he has maximum 1 or 2 more years.
Anyway, hold that thought, and well, you've already shared your thoughts anyway. So basically, what you're saying is that Chelsea still need to spend to be able to do what they need to do. I mean, you heard the Chelsea fan, and thank you so much for listening to him. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. When we come back from this short break, we'll be going into 1 or 2 opinions that are sure to leave you very angry. Stay with us.
After a year when Ronaldo got robbed of the Ballon d'Or and Messi got another undeserved Ballon d'Or win, Ronaldo has robbed the Ballon d'Or ever since 2017. So 2022 is going to be Ronaldo's year. We're coming for the Ballon d'Or. Rank is going to lead us to Champions League alongside Ronaldo. He's coming for the World Cup. Crazy, but he's coming for the World Cup. We're coming for everything. This is going to be Ronaldo's year. The year of CR7. Let's go.
My own is just going to be very mellow. It's more like a plea to Napoli. Joe Shanua. Diego Maradona played for us too. So that's just my own plea. Because right now we are FC Sapaluna, not just FC Barcelona. Everything is wrong with the club. So please, with the spirit of Diego Armando Maradona, have mercy on us. Please. Thank you. So we have 17-year-old boys in the club. Don't let them cry to their mommies. Thank you.
So it's that time of the year. Charity FC, Chelsea FC, Bonanza season. That's normal. That's what we do every year. When it's December, you laugh at Chelsea because of our bad form. I've got used to it now. But I want to remind you all, as always, in the new year, it's going to be the same story again. You will eat your words. We're going to win trophies. That's for sure this season. And when all our players are back, you're going to eat your words. You're going to... Kai Havertz, you know what happened last season? It's going to happen again. I'm not mentioning any competition, but it's going to happen again. So watch out for Chelsea in 2022. We're going back to the top, right back to the top.
Chelsea is winning the Premier League. Madrid is winning the treble, Champions League, La Liga, and Copa del Rey. Ronaldo is winning the Golden Boot. Mark my words. From next January, he will pick up. Who else? Man U is not getting made top 4. Arsenal. Arsenal will be in fourth place.
Martin Luther King once said, I have a dream. I have a dream that Barcelona is going to beat Napoli. We will win the Europa League. Then we'll qualify for the Champions League. Famous, Vamos, Barcelona, I believe.
Alright, it's a good day to talk here, and this one is just for... I heard a Manchester United fan not long ago saying Ronaldo is coming for the Champions League, coming for this. First of all, this will be the first time Ronaldo will not play in the Champions League because Man U will finish outside the top 6. Chelsea signed they used 100 million to buy a striker that has less than Smith Rowe's goals in December. Barcelona, I don't know. I think these guys will finish outside the top 8. And for Arsenal, I think you guys are sleeping on Tomiyasu. He has been the best signing of the year for me, most underrated. And for you Chelsea fans that keep on shouting Mendy this, Mendy that, Ramsdale, I mean, he still has more clean sheets than him. What the hell? So I don't know. Arsenal, we're coming up and we're finally going to make Champions League football. Peace.
Everybody has been excited, I don't know, saying different things about their different clubs and their favorite players, but I think I'm going to shed light on our own national team, which is the Super Eagles. I think the Super Eagles will win the African Cup of Nations. Everybody behind the stage is celebrating, I don't know, but more importantly, I think Naija Football Talk will be at the African Cup of Nations, and we'll be giving you fresh content live from Cameroon. So stay tuned to NFT Clan, NFT Gang, everybody support. Thank you.
And that's all the time we have for you guys on this week's episode of Naija Football Talk. It's been an amazing time in the studio. We had loads of fun, and we're really grateful to have had Trey back with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us once again. We hope to have you once more very soon.
Surely. 100%.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. Thank you so much to our sponsors once again, topbet.com.ng. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Make sure you share this content. I'm very sure you will share this content because it's quite a banger. It's quite a banger. And from myself, Bolu,
I remember
and Trey,
start to enjoy Chelsea.
and with that final comment, stay G.
Chelsea won the Champions League.
See you guys next week.